ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ.
So here is a demo to interface a simple switch and display its status through relay, buzzer and LED using LPC1768. Now this is our MDK kit. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 keys are provided. And below you can see here P1.14, P1.15, P1.16, P1.17, P1.18, P1.19, P1.20, P1.21. It means that the ports, the general purpose ports, port 1, in that port 1 with pin number 14 is used for the key 1. So hence it is written as P1 stands for port 1 and .14 stands for the 14th pin of the port 1. Since we know that the general purpose input ports, we have 5 ports in that and each port will be having 32 pins. So port 1 pin number 14 is connected to key 1. Similarly pin number 1 port 1 15th pin of that port 1 is connected to key 2 and 16th pin of port 1 is connected to key 3. So in this experiment we are going to make use of these 3 keys in order to display make an LED glow, that is turn on and off, and a relay to glow and the buzzer to make a sound. So now you can see here, as soon as we have given this connection, here you can see the USB being connected. So you can see all the LEDs glowing on the kit. So here the LEDs are connected to port 0. So you can see PO.4, here PO.5, PO.6 and so on up to PO.11. So these are the LEDs available, and as soon as we switch on the power supply you can see all the LEDs are glowing except PO.4 is off. So we have written the program in such a way that we are making use of this key 1. When we press and release this key 1, this LED, only this LED will be glowing and then it will go off. So the LED, you can see that LED is PO.4. Remember this PO.4, since in the program we will be defining these pins. So as I show that, I will display the other things. So just to remember PO.4. Next, here you can see the relay. This is the relay. And you can see here D21. This is also connected to one part. And this is the relay which will glow when we press the second key. The second key is P1.15. Next, coming to the buzzer. So you can see on the kit it is written as buzzer, and this is the buzzer part which will beep or it makes a sound when we run the program. So this is how the program is. Now come to the program. So now the program goes like this: hash include LPC17xx.h. So this is nothing but your LPC header file which will be making use of all the functions. Here you can see LPC GPI 01. See this one, LPC GPIO1. This is general. LPC stands for low power consumption. GPIO means general purpose input output ports. And you have some other functional registers, special functional registers. In that you have FIO pin. So this functional register will be defined in the header file, and all these port other we have other registers also. So you can see here LPC GPIO 0. So we are choosing here port 0, and this is the direction register to set the direction of the port, and the function of this also will be defined in the header file 17x6.h. So all like this, whatever registers you can see here, the function of all these things will be defined in the header file called lpc17xx.h. So as and when we will go, I will tell one by one. So before that, you should know what are these registers. So now we have this general purpose ports, and those general purpose ports will have, as I told, each port will have 32 pins, and we will be making use of those 32 pins, and we have to make that pins either as output or as input. So in order to set that pin as input, we have to make that pin value as 0, and in order to make that pin as output, we have to make that as 1. So for that, we will be using a special function register called FIO DIR. F stands for fast, IO stands for input output, DIR stands for direction. So this register will set the direction of the pin, whether that pin is configured as input or output. Suppose if I am going to configure that pin as output, so then I have to set that pin as high. And suppose if I want to configure that as input, that pin should be set as 0. So these values should be represented in hexadecimal value. Now next we have clear, FIO clear. So this is another fast input output special function register. And here, as soon as we give high to this register, then that corresponding pin will go low. Similarly, we are using other FIO set, SET. That means when we set this pin as high, it will make the output high, just opposite to FIO clear. Okay, so these are some of the function registers which we are using. And this FIO pin here, whatever you can see, this is used to select that particular pin of the, this acts as a pin selection register. So which pin, suppose in port 0 you are having 32 pins, any pin you want to select, that will be done by this register. So these are some of the main instructions whatever you are seeing, and the representation of this is in this way. You can see C program and assembly program, that is ARM program, is mixed up here. So now coming to the first part, here you can see hash define key 1, hash define key 2, hash define key 3. That means hash define is a directive in C, and this directive syntax itself is like this. This is used to define a constant value, or it can be a number, or it can be a string value, or any other expression. And you know C language, I need not repeat, but here only one time I am telling. The syntax for this directive is hash define. You have to give some name here. Here we have taken it as key 1, and here the value for key 1. Now since when I come to this part in the kit, my key 1 is having port 1.14. So you can see that 1.4 there, port 1 with .14. That's why here you can see key 1 14. This 14 indicates this port pin. Okay, that is defined here. Okay, this is how we represent. and this 1 indicates that we are configuring that pin as output pin. So if you are setting any pin as output, we have to write that as 1. Okay, so this is the value given as for key 1. So this key 1 will remain same throughout the program. Wherever you find key 1 in the program, it will take this value. So this is the constant value. Wherever in the program you encounter key 1 wherever, so there and all it will take it as 1, that is for pin number 14 as 1. Okay, similarly we have key 2. Key 2 is the next key and you have 15 here number. So on the kit you can see 15, this is the second key. So that 15 only is defined here. And again we have 1 here. 1 is again we are setting that pin also as 1, output pin. Next pin next key we are taking as 16. Here you can see the third key as 16, port 1 with 16th pin. So that number you have to mention in the program here, 16. So that is also configured as output. So now key 1, key 2, key 3 we have configured as in this way in order to enable the LED relay and buzzer. Okay. So next we are talking about LED relay and buzzer. So LED, again you can see the value is 4 there. Okay. So that is the 4th pin. Now here you can see the LED. Among these LEDs you can choose any LED. So you can see P0.4. So you have P0.5, P0.6 up to P0.11 as I told you before. Now I am choosing this LED, that is D1. Here you can see D1 and it is port 0 with dot 4th pin connected to this D1 LED. So that's why in the program here you can see the value 4. That is port 0's 4th pin we are considering as LED. So I can see the glowing of that particular LED. If I don't want this LED, I can choose any other value here. See, if I want this LED to glow, it is port 0 with 5th pin. So here you can write it as 1 less here this left shift operator with 5 here. Suppose if I am selecting any other LED, say 8 if I want, PO.8, then put 8 here. So like that you have to write the program. Next for relay you can see it is 25. Similarly in the kit the 25th pin of some port will be considered for relay and for buzzer also it is the same. Okay. So since these two are same, we will be taking a chance. We will be putting each time we will give some time for the shift of this relay and for the shift of this buzzer. This is how it is connected. Now again we have defined one more key pin, LPC GPIO 1. This is for port 1 and we are going to select the pins, that particular pin at that particular time by using a special function register called fast input output pin selection register, which is defined in this LPC 1768. So you followed how we defined all these constants. Now come to the program. Now in this program at a time, this is the syntax how we have to set the LED. So LED here is nothing but port 0 4th pin. So this value will be considered here. Now first we have to glow that and again we have to clear that LED. For clear this is the format. So here we are taking GPIO 0 because as we saw from the kit LED is at port 0. So that's why we are putting here 0 0. Similarly for relay you have to set the direction first, then clear first next. Similarly for buzzer, even though the buzzer is also 25th pin, it belongs to the third port. That's why it is written as 3 here. So for port 3, 25th pin is connected to the buzzer in the kit. So that's why here it is written as GPIO3 and then FIDIR. So here we are setting the direction of the buzzer as output. So we have to use this syntax, and then while again we are setting that direction in buzzer, you can clear here. Actually this should be clear. Clear the buzzer. So then you come to the direction and set here. After setting the direction, we have to say whether that output pin should show high, that means it should show a high signal, or it should show the low signal. So if we want that particular output to show as high signal, then we have to use a special function register called FIOSET, fast input output set special function register. Now this is the syntax here. Now in the direction register, I'll be using all the 3 keys, and I'm checking out whether I'm pressing key 1 or key 2 or key 3. Now I have to connect these to the LED, relay and buzzer respectively. For key 1 I'm choosing LED, for key 2 I'm choosing relay, for key 3 I'm choosing buzzer. So when I press key 1, LED should glow, when I press key 2, relay should glow, and when I press key 3, buzzer should make a sound. This internal connection is defined in that way, and then we will put in a loop. So we'll be checking if whatever pin selection we have done, and if the key pin is also matching, then we will set LED. That is what is written in C program here. Else we will clear the LED. Similarly, we will go to relay. If the key pin selection and whatever we are selecting, we are ANDing with key 2 value. So wherever you write key 2, it will take this value whatever you have defined in the previous part. So here we have to AND each and everything. Then we will get a result. If that is true, the relay will be set. If that is false, the relay will be cleared. Similarly, the third part, if the key pin whatever you are selecting, that has to be ANDed with your key 3, and check after ANDing if the result is true. If both are matching, then the buzzer should be set. If that value is not matching, then it has to clear the buzzer. So this is the logic of the program. So after this, you know the procedure. You have to save, build the target, and then it will create a hexa file giving 0 error and 0 warning, and then you will go to FlashMagic. All that procedure you'll be knowing. So FlashMagic, you know, you will select everything, and here we have completed the part. Now to see the output. Now here when I press key 1, initially all the LEDs are glowing and only one is off. So when I press key 1, this should go glow and go off. Okay, see here. Now can you see that light? There was some emission of the light. So that is key 1. Now when I press key 2, relay should glow here. You can see some green light coming here at D21. See, now I pressed key 2, relay worked. Now come to key 3. Key 3, when I press, this buzzer should make a sound. So this buzzer made a sound. So this is the output of the program.